Good morning, everyone. This is Kathleen Stapper with Guided Light Tarot. Hold on, let me hit the on my. Good morning, everyone. This is Kathleen Stapper. Okay, sorry about that. I knew that was on because I was watching videos on my other computer yesterday. Welcome to the show. I want to thank everybody and the new viewers that are coming on. I had 10 new viewers sign up today. Or this week, 10 new subscribers. So thank you for joining me, and I really do appreciate the support to my channel. My anniversary date's coming up on 8/8. It'll be 1 year since I've been out here, and I opened my show originally with a program on Lionsgate, which 8/8 is Lionsgate, and I'll be doing another program talking about Lionsgate coming forward. It's really interesting. The veil's becoming very thin. The planet Sirius, the sun Sirius, is coming very close into alignment with the Earth. Causes the veil of the spiritual world to thin. Those of you that have psychic abilities will find that you're going to be getting a lot more information. You're going to become a lot more messaging. You're going to be able to hear your guides better. This is a time of manifestation. It's a time of working on your abilities and strengthening your connection with your spirit guides and stuff like that. And there's different things you can do to help you do that. It's also a time of manifestation. And I'll go into more of that when I do my Lionsgate program on 8/8 for my anniversary show. And so I'm looking forward to that. I also would like to open the floor up to anybody that has questions about spirituality. Any kind of questions about spirituality, how to connect with your guides, questions you would like me to post to guides that you're curious about, anything, any topic that you want me to connect with my guides and do topics on. I'm really, really open to those discussions and like to bring that information forward and do that through meditation and then do programs on that. So a lot of people have questions, but are always afraid to ask. Send me an email if you don't want people to know who you are and the questions you ask. That's fine. My email is in the pull down there on the about page. I believe I think I need to correct it. It's guidedlight333@gmail.com. 1 T. I think I put 2 T's in. I'll make sure I go in and correct that though, so that it is correct. Anyways, I'm going to be doing a program on that, and it's a fun topic. It's a very interesting topic, and we have a lot of power numbers going in this 8/8 because it's 8/8/2020. So I'll be talking also about the numerology around that. But a really interesting morning. I woke up about 1:30 this morning having leg cramps, which I get periodically. I'm low in potassium right now, which causes leg cramps. So those of you that suffer from leg cramps, take potassium. Chances are, have your doctors check your potassium levels. Chances are you need to supplement with potassium, and possibly magnesium. I'm not a doctor, but I'm multiple sclerosis, so those are, and with this heat, if you live in a hot climate or very humid climate, and you're sweating a lot and you're not drinking the fluids, that can lower your potassium levels. So if you are having problems with leg cramps, any kind of cramps, have your doctor check your potassium levels because you may need to use potassium supplements to reduce that cramping. Also, a really good trick is if you're having leg cramps, take an Alka-Seltzer if you can handle the Alka-Seltzer because it has aspirin in it and a bicarbonate of soda. And what that does is it changes the chemistry in your muscles and will really stop the leg cramps, usually in 10 to 15 seconds sometimes. One tablet sometimes will work. Sometimes you need to take 2. I do that a lot because I get a lot of leg cramps because of my multiple sclerosis. But it does work. And if you don't have Alka-Seltzer, just a bicarb. And what a bicarb is 1 teaspoon of baking soda. That's what a bicarbonate of soda is, in about a half a glass to a glass of water, and drink it. Tastes nasty, but it does change that chemical reaction in the muscles and will reduce the amount of leg cramps you have. Just good old wives' tale trick, and it does work. It does help. It's not a perfect cure, but it does happen. You suffer from a lot of leg cramps. Do talk to your doctor about that, though, because it can cause, it could be indications that you have a vascular problem like I've had. Um, if you have a lot of varicose veins, which I don't, but in fact, my doctor was amazed that I have no varicose veins and the amount of blockages I had in my legs. Vascular problems are, bye. My husband's like on this really sweet kick right now. It's almost frightening. He brought me breakfast. He got me foofy coffee this morning. I don't know. I'm happy he's been grumpy lately, so he's done about face. But anyways, after I had woke up at 1:30 with leg cramps, got that under control, went back to sleep, and I woke up at 3:22 of all times, because I normally wake up at 3:33. And I kept it as I got up and made coffee, and every time I turned around, I kept on seeing 322, 322, 322. Even when I turned TV on, 322 popped on the screen. Why, I don't know, because I don't have cable anymore. I canceled my cable. So I thought angels are speaking to me about 322. And I thought it was rather interesting when I looked at the angel numbers, and I did pull it up, and I was going to share it with you today. So I do check my the angel numbers that come up a lot. Let's see, where did I save it? Guess I'll have to do it again. What I do is I just usually Google meaning of the spiritual number, and then whatever number I'm seeing all the time. And there's several websites that will give you information on the meaning of those numbers. And it's funny because I've been working on making changes in my programming and the way I'm doing reading, where I'm not reading just straight tarot. I'm bringing in my mediumship into it, doing the channeling of either your guides or asking family members to come forward and stuff. And my guides are just elated because that's the way they've been wanting me to do my programming for quite some time. And I think this messaging has a lot to do with, them telling me, yes, I'm right on my spiritual path. It says the number 322 is a combination of influences and vibrations of the number 3 and 2. The number 2 appears twice, and in this number, it amplifies strength. The number 2 is appearing also twice, creates a master builder number of 22, which gives the number energy as well. The number 3 symbolizes manifestation, and the manifestation of creativity, self-expression, abilities, gifts, talents, progress, community, sociability, friendship, growth, and expansion, and increase of optimism, joy, and happiness. The number 3 resonates with the energy that of the Ascended Masters, and also signifies the presence in our lives and readiness for us to manifest our desires, as well as for us to help many others. The number 2 symbolizes the balance and harmony, trust, faith, relationships, and partnerships, cooperative promises, duality, and service to others, the adaptability and diplomacy. The number 2 symbolizes discovery and serving our divine soul's purpose and our mission in life, which I always feel like this is what this gift was given to me for, was to bring it forward and share it and help others. And I think that's what this is resonating very much so. The Master Builder number 22 resonates with the Archangel Raphael. Raphael is the Archangel of healing. He is actually the Master Archangel that I work under. And my My birth angel, Ashwanta, is a shamanic healer from about 5,000 years ago. He's a Hopi native, and he works directly under Raphael, to information that they've communicated with me. So I think that's sort of like messaging from my guides really very directly. It also symbolizes the gaining of knowledge and ascendant wisdom, cooperation, compromise ability, and serving others, idealism, creativity, increased growth, balance, harmony, optimism, and happiness and joy. Encouragement of your guardian angels and the ascendant masters, as well as the Archangel Raphael. They are encouraging you to maintain your faith in yourself and your abilities. Trust in everything that is unfolding according to, my phone just blipped. What the heck? According to the divine plan in your life. It just made me moving. Hey. So there's a problem with my website. Let's see, but let me go back. That's funny. Like Tagana, meaning energy of its own all of a sudden. There we go. Let me find my place here. It also symbolizes knowledge of ancient wisdom, cooperation, compromise, ability, serving others, idealism, creativity, increased growth, balance, harmony, optimism, happiness, and joy. Messages of encouragement from your guardian angels and the ascendant masters, as well as Archangel Raphael. They are encouraging to maintain faith in yourself and your abilities. Trust everything is unfolding according with divine plan in your life. Trust that you are being divinely guided on your path and in the right steps and decisions by your guardian angels and the other divine protectors. Angels and are reminding you to listen to the voice, the inner voice and guidance and the intuition, because you have all the answers you seek. And because you're open to receive the guidance and messages, angels are asking you to have faith in the guidance you are receiving. Ask for additional guidance if you have doubts or worries. Only need to call on your angels, which I openly talk to my angels on a constant. This is a number that confirms that you are on the right path of your life, in just the right place you are supposed to be. Angels are congratulating you on your wise choice and decisions you made in your journey of fulfilling your soul's mission and your purpose. And you have their full support on this path. And it talks about creativity, balance, and the company of others, which I definitely enjoy with everybody in my channel. Spending time in their partnerships and inspiring and creating things mostly to enjoy traveling, experiencing new things, and togetherness. And well, it also, if you in numerology, when you add the numbers together, you get the power number, the base number, which is 7, because 3 plus 2 plus 2 is 7. The number 7 symbolizes knowledge and inner wisdom, learning, gaining knowledge, healing, teaching, psychic gifts, impact gifts, spiritual and developmental spiritual awakenings and spiritual enlightenment. So, and then it goes on. A lot of repeating again. I thought it was really interesting. It's funny because when I retired and we had bought this house, and my house faces east, and so I love getting up in the morning to the sunrise. I watch the sunrise every morning, have my coffee, and then I do my meditation in that rising sun. And that's when I started really connecting with my guides on a high vibration. And although I've always used my gifts throughout my life, it's when I had the great awakening, as I would say, when I become very, very in tune to my life's purpose and what I was supposed to be doing next. One of the things my guides told me was I had completed my contract, and I thought, what do you mean I've completed my contract? And they said, you've completed your contract. And my thought to my guide was, well, does that mean I'm on borrowed time now? And they laughed. I mean, I heard this laughter. And they said, no, your new contract is you're supposed to absorb and learn anything, everything you get your hands on. And I'm like, any specific topic? And they said, no, follow your interests, follow your dreams, follow your passions. So, is it people that follow me know that I love to do research. And I do a lot of research. I read anywhere from 3 to 5 books a week. I get on the internet. I do a lot of research. I just really enjoy it. And so I feel like I'm this sponge that I'm constantly just gaining knowledge of any topic and every topic. It's amazing. You know, I'll get on the computer thinking about one thing, and 5 or 6 hours later, as many of you found out when you do research, you follow a track and then you get sidetracked, and before you know it, you're on completely different topics, reading about things you never thought about reading about. I've been diving into a lot of history and things like that, and I hated history. I had really bad history teachers growing up, and so I fought history. It's the 2 classes I'm missing to get my degrees, which are no longer important to me because I don't plan on going back to work. So yeah, it's what stands between me and my bachelor's degree and 3 undergraduate degrees that go along with it, because I'm a professional college student while I was going to school. And so I changed majors several times, but I earned the right to have several degrees. Anyway, so I've been very open to learning. I'm also very dyslexic, and I didn't master reading until I was in my 20s, which seems really odd. But once that door was open, boom, there it was. So it was pretty amazing. So anyways, that's where I'm at. That's where I've been. I'm going to be doing a special program, like I said, on 8/8, which is my anniversary, my 1-year anniversary to my YouTube channel. Those of you that know me in the community, I've actually been active on YouTube for about 2 years. I was the guest speaker with several of the different mainline readers. They were always inviting me on to read with them. In fact, a shout out to Scott Allen, who had opened the doors for me. I was chit-chatting with him on his channel, and periodically I would put my 2 cents in on readings, as people know I do. I read in the background. And I had asked him if it was okay if I read in the background. He said, sure, you know. And he realized that I had a talent, and he sent me his email address, and we started talking, texting back and forth, and talking via email, and we got to know each other. And he said one day, hey, why don't you come on as a guest? And I had never read, in person with anybody. And so one day I finally took him up on it, and it opened the door to me. And I read with him and Debbie and Andrea from Lilac Lantern. And it was the most amazing experience that I ever had. And I can tell you that it was the first time I had worked with multiple readers, and the energy vortex, both Andrea and Debbie function in extremely high vibration, and they create this energy. My energy was balanced with Scott's at the time, And so, but I entered that room, and when I connected with their energy, it was like this vortex over my head. It was just like whoosh. And oh man, and it just opened me up. And I was amazed at the abilities I had, because I didn't even know if I could read like that. Because we were doing some channeling and answering personal questions and connecting with spirit. And I didn't know I had never actually openly tried to read like that before. And it was just the most energetic, amazing experience I ever had, and I was hooked. And of course, I have no fear of public speaking and stuff like that. I'm that weirdo that actually can get in front of a crowd, a group of 1,000 people, and talk. So those fears were sort of not there. I was a little nervous when I actually did my first programming. If you go back to my original program, which was a program on Lionsgate, you can see how nervous I was. But anyways, that's how I got started. So thank you out there for Scott Allen for opening the door. I worked quite a bit with Debbie, Freebird Spirit. We did a whole series on channeling and on cold case files, and that was an amazing experience. Doing those cases, and I love reading cold cases. I do them cold. I like the energy. I could actually see myself doing forensic work, which is sort of my biology background, my weirdo-ness, my math science thing. Had CSI been out when I was in college, I would have been on the I would have gone into forensics, CSI work, and send me out to the body farm, and I'm that weirdo. I would have been totally connected, and one would have had a hell of a career. But I went in a different direction. Life takes us where we need to go when we need to go there. And but yeah, and I'm a crazy math science freak. Still do a lot of medical research. I follow a lot of the science because I pre-med, and I didn't work in the medical field, and I was studying genetics, which was the direction I wanted to go. It's just that when I got the scholarship offer to go there, I couldn't afford it. I had a 4-year-old, nobody living in the LA area. I just couldn't feasibly financially do it. So I sort of let that opportunity, and it's that, that one that I kicked myself in the behind and said I should have just found a way to do it, but I just couldn't figure out physically how I was going to do that, being a single mom, and I didn't have the resources, and I would have been putting in 80 hours of schooling, studying, lab work, research. I don't know how you work a job into that. I mean, I went to school full time and had a toddler and was on a constant juggle and pulling straight A's. And I'm not that person that lays on their textbooks and osmosis occurs. I'm that person that puts in 6 to 8 hours of hardcore studying. I earn my grades, and nothing comes easy. It's very, very much focused work. Once I learned how to overcome my obstacles, and anybody out there that is in school, the obstacle overcoming is do what you hate first. That class is the hardest and all that. Get that work done first. All the other stuff is a piece of cake. The easy classes that, like math and things like that, for me were extremely easy. It was fun. I loved it. I could dive into it. I could do it on the last minute and no stress. But the classes that were hardcore, the English classes, the writing term papers, the research, things like that, I dove in from the minute I had the thesaurus, for the course study. And I would start jumping on those projects early, getting them done, making sure I put time into it, being ahead of the curriculum, and making sure I could cover all the material. Because I knew that those were the classes I was going to struggle in. So I focused on the things that were difficult for me first. Everything else became easy, and that allowed me to achieve those good grades. And I actually sat down with my nephew, who was in college, and told him, this is the way you do it. He goes, but I hate that class. I said, I know. That's why you do all the work in that class first. And I said, just try it one semester. Just give me one semester and try it. And he did it. And from then on, I mean, he graduated and he's ADHD, bounce off the wall ADHD. It allowed him to focus. And it took so much stress off of him practicing, studying that way, that he actually graduated from college. So we were really proud of him because he was the first one on his father's side of the family to actually get a degree. And I wish he'd get his rear end back in college and work towards his psychology degree, because that's what he was studying. And I think he would be a fantastic child psychologist. But anyways, off the subject there. But that's my my little go-to on advice for those that are studying. And if you're not a student, but you know a student that struggles, suggest that they work that way. It really does work, and it really does help ground you in that learning process, is to tackle the hard stuff first. I mean, if we do that in life, the things we hate most, even cleaning the house, I hate doing dishes, so clean the kitchen first, and all the other chores are easy. I was the oldest child, so I get stuck with dishes all my life. My sister was allergic to soap, so we had to take turns doing different household chores, and that was the one. I always got stuck right behind her with the big mess that she would leave behind, because God forbid she had to wear gloves, to wash dishes. But yeah, so that's the chore, and I'll fold laundry and do laundry till my eyes turn bug-eyed. I love doing laundry. So laundry gets done in my house, and everything gets folded and put away, and I love the smell of fresh laundry. But the kitchen is my pet peeve room, and that's the room I hate, and that's the room my husband, if he goes in and makes his own sandwich, our favorite argument, he always wants me to make the sandwiches. I think that's because he doesn't like cleaning up behind himself. But he'll leave a mess in the kitchen. I'm like, how hard is it to just make your sandwich and wipe the crumbs off the counter? I mean, I guess he hates the kitchen too. He always did all the yard work in his household. He had 4 siblings, so they got to spread things out a little bit. But anyways, that's where we're going there. Boy, having a lot of people in the room this morning. Haven't even started taking the list. I do want to say hello to everybody. Hello, Janet P, Viviana, Tawana, Aspie, Constance, Snowwolf, my good friend Snowwolf. And I did see you call me Snowwolf. I will give you a call after the show. Alban, which I found out your name is Jack when I was working with Shar. So, hi, Jack. And Alban, I like that name though. Sherry Kirk, my dear friend Sherry Kirk. I hope all is well with you, Sherry, too. Oh, Sherry Prince, welcome to the show. Jeannie123. Who else is in here? Judith Anderson. I'm going to slaughter your name every time I see it. Hipponensi. It's a tongue twister for me. I've never heard of that town in Washington. I grew up in Washington, in the Spokane area, actually north of Spokane, in Colville, up by the Canadian border. So, and I am going to make the list. I do have a few people that go on the list first, and this is the first one on the list. I'm not going to slaughter your name again. Oops. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to post that. Wrong one. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to, you're going to be first this morning. We're on my list of ones that I missed in my reading. I'm going to do the top 10. Just for time, I'll grab more if I can do it. Jeannie, I put you on the list too, because I know I haven't read for you in a while. And I'm just going through and clicking names. Judith Anderson, I haven't read for you in a while either. Trying to share the love. And Sherry French, you're new. I will do a full Celtic for you when I get to your name. I go in Wednesday for a CTA, which is a CT with contrast, because I have a hematoma on the graft at the bottom of the graft where I had vascular surgery. It's really not bothering me, but it is of concern, and I may have to go in, and it's pretty sizable. I may have to go in and get another surgery. Okay, I have 12 people in the stream. We'll get all 12 people that are on the list read today. The list is going to be closed for now, so anybody that comes in the room late, I will add them to either Tuesday or Thursday's programming. And then, like I said, I'm going to be doing the special on 8/8/22, the Lionsgate program, which is sort of my opening theme. That's the day my guides told me to start my channel. And they told me to do it on Lionsgate. And I had never heard of Lionsgate until that time. So I researched what Lionsgate was, and I was like, wow, how fascinating, what a beautiful thing to open a show up with and a program up with. And then I noticed a number of people brought up the topic after I had started my show or had been writing the programming for it, because originally I read most of it because there was so much research, and I was learning myself exactly what Lionsgate was. But yeah, it is really fascinating. And of course, 888 is an affinity number, is that open universal number, that big open number. It connects us with spirituality and everything. So it's really a beautiful thing. And anyways, let's start our readings. And I'm going to pull you a card to start with. I'm going to try to say this. I'm not going to be able to say that. Surrender to inner peace. Somebody's going to tell me how to pronounce it. I'll get Snow up to tell me how to pronounce that, because I can't break it down. My phonics is terrible. Because I feel very bad. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name correctly. And I probably have said it before correctly, but today is not the day. Surrender to inner peace. And it says, cultivate the inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy the inner refuge. Other ways to feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. I'm a big believer in meditation. I do a lot of meditation, and it does. Meditation grounds you. It gets you back into focus. It's an area where we take the time to meditate. You can connect with your guides. All you need to do is ask them questions and listen. And if you're not understanding what they're saying to you, ask them to clarify it. Ask them to tell you in another way so it has meaning for you. And the more you do that, the more you practice that, the better your ability to communicate with your guides will become, till you become actually proficient enough to be conversational with them and not just be getting numeric messages or little post messages or little symbolism. You'll get to the point where you can actually communicate one-on-one with them. It took me when I really focused on, when I recognized I was actually connecting with my guides, and I always heard them. I always hear that whisper in my guides talk to me in my left ear. My family members speak to me in my right ear. And everybody hears differently. If you're clairaudient, everybody has. Some people hear from the top of their crown chakra. Some people hear on the side. Some people. I don't know if anybody's ever worn those the headsets that are bone conductor headsets. But what the bone conductor has, it's sort of like some of the hearing aids function on that level. It vibrates the sound on your inner ear, and it makes it very audible. And that's where I hear that vocalization from my guides. And it's the first time my daughter had suggested I get this bone conductor um, headsets because I don't always hear well. My MS can mess up my hearing sometimes if I'm having a really bad relapse. But and the first time I used them, I was like, oh, this is how I hear my guides. That's exactly where I hear my guides, is the back of the inner ear. And it's a vibration within my head, though. I can hear it, but other people can't hear it. And I'll hear my name spoken. I'll look around and there'll be nobody there. And then I realized that's my guides talking to me, or my mother. So for a while there, after she passed, lectured me regularly. New lectures, mind you. But anyways, yeah. So that's how I hear my guides, and it is very audible and very claircognitive too. I just know things. Somebody asked me a question, for some reason I just know it. Things about, I have no idea what it is, and I will just know details of how something works or how to build something. It surprises me at times, and then I go looking it up, and I'm like, wow, how did I know that? Because this is nothing I've ever studied. But that's just part of the gift that I've been given. I'm also clairvoyant. I see spirit. I've seen ghosts all my life. I'm actually afraid of the dark because I'm afraid of the ghost. And I don't read aliens for a reason, because I've lived with aliens in my life. And the abduction, I'm one of those people, but I don't talk about it. It scares me. I would just rather not know. I know they're there. I see them in the house. I just ignore them. There's nothing I can do about it. I've seen them around my family members. They've always been there. But I don't know why it makes me uncomfortable, because they have never hurt me as far as I know. But I just sort of, my head says, you don't need to know the details. And so, but I know they download information on me. They do DNA fixes on me. Because my guides tell me that happens, and I get a lot of downloads, sometimes from my guides, sometimes from that ET world. I just don't want to know. So I'll just go with the flow with it, whatever it is that's happening around me. But I do see them roaming around the house periodically. And then I have my bedroom sealed. My bedroom is my safe space. So nothing crosses into my bedroom. The only spirits that are allowed to cross into my bedroom is my mother, my father, and my nephew, the three most important living people people that have crossed over in my life. And they can come in and appear. They don't scare me. Although my nephew is a little bit of a prankster, he tends to jump out at me and then crack up laughing. He has that, it's like that toddler belly laugh of humor. He also eavesdrops on my phone calls. He messes with my electronics. It's rather interesting. And I have Spirit Box downloaded in my phone. And if I turn that on, I can hear him talking as clear as day. And I showed it to my sister one day, and she was like, that's Anthony. Wow. You know what I mean? It sounds just like him, too. It's just like, and he can talk through the Spirit Box, although I hear him in my ear. I don't need the Spirit Box. Sometimes it's just nice to hear the voice, though. But I miss him. I love him. He was 28 when he passed. He was hit head on by a car, and very, very heartbreaking to have lost him. He was such an important person in my life, and I really do miss him. And his anniversary of his death is August 7th, so that's coming up. So he's always on my mind anyways. And he is a guide. He came forward as a hermit, holding a lantern at my feet. Debbie had done a reading for me, and he came forward, and she described him perfectly. And then she says, and he's holding a lantern at your feet. And I'm like, why is he doing that? And she said, oh, he's lighting your path. He also it's really funny because I do a lot of books on my Kindle. He loves to read. He always loved to read, and I was always giving him thrillers, which his mother didn't want him to read, but he loved thrillers. So I was always giving him my entire library of thrillers. Um, and he read every single one of them. In fact, he had every book I ever gave him when he passed. It was really funny. And but he loved thrillers. But now he puts books in my Kindle wish lists that he thinks I should read. And there'll be things I know I didn't pick the books. They're totally different. And it's like whatever he hadn't explored in life. So I read all those books too. And they're always interesting. He's like, finally, I've been wanting to get this book through. He reads, I guess, over my shoulder or something. I don't know. He could connect anything he wants to on the other side, but I don't know. He takes joy in helping with my exploration of knowledge. So it's really a beautiful gift. So, anyways, let me pull cards for you. And I'm babbling today, aren't I? Cha cha cha. I had the wildest dream too. I dreamt I was at a party. I was working still, and I was at a party at one of the supervisor's home. It was social. It was not work time. It was just, like a barbecue party. And somebody that worked there that I didn't know was there, and they had brought this pug with them. And the pug had, am I frozen? Okay, I'm sorry about that. My whole system froze. Guess I don't need to tell that story. I'm sorry about that. My whole system froze. That's weird. This is the second day I've had problems with my system. I wonder if we're getting into a Mercury retrograde. That's usually when I start having problems with my channel. I knew I did. I add you to my list. My list is closed for today, but thank you for coming in. And I will be back on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. I hope that I will get my 9 a.m. program going. If not, I'll be on a little bit later. But if you will, subscribe and turn on your notices and come back in on Thursday. I will have you on as at the top of the list for a reading. Just to let you know. If I do have time, though, I will pull you in. I have 12 on the list right now. So, and I should have time. I'm really babbly today, though. So today's show's probably going to run a little bit long. I'm not always chatty. My energy level's really high today, though. Anyways, I had gone back to bed this morning. I had woke up at 3:22, and then I was wide awake, or so I thought. And I started watching Skinwalker Ranch on my phone. It popped up on my phone. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. I'll watch that. And I threw it up on the TV and decided to sit down on the couch instead of going into the bedroom and waking my husband up. And apparently I just fell right asleep because I don't remember really watching much of it. I guess it was time to take a nap. And then I had that really bizarre dream I started to tell you about. But don't worry about the dream. It was just sort of telling me to take my own power back was the message of the dream in the end. And then it tied to that 322 is that having faith in my own abilities and taking my own power, which I thought was sort of interesting how it sort of the messaging from spirit tied with the dream that they gave me. And I woke up at 9 o'clock, which was the time my program usually shows up. And I never sleep in. I'm that crack of dawn person. I usually get up between 3:30, 4:30 in the morning, and I'm awake for the day. I rarely nap. I have to be sick or recovering to do that. For some reason, my internet is disconnecting. I'm gonna have to look at the charts and see if we're moving into Mercury. My personal astrology chart is loaded with Mercury. And anytime we go into a Mercury retrograde or we enter into the Mercury signs, my electronics start acting up. It's my fate, I guess. I don't know. But as long as it's my computer and not my car or, major appliances in the house are breaking down, if it's going to stick to my computer, I'll work through that. The last big Mercury retrograde, I believe that ran through January 4th. That one, there was almost a week where I could not get onto the system. I could not stay connected. It would open the program up, then wouldn't let me enter the room. And so I ended up taking a whole week off. And Dean and I had been trying to do shows. Finally, just threw our hands up in the air and said, okay, I guess we need to focus on working towards our spirituality. And so we did a lot of spiritual work, and a lot of meditation that week, and grounding, and just working with our guides. So yeah, sometimes that just happens, and we find another way to use that energy and to stay in that faith and that spirituality. So it leads us that way. Let's see what spirit has to say for Hypnosis City, I guess is, I don't know. I'm gonna slaughter it. Sorry. Spirits. Oh, celebration. Oh, your beautiful cards. Spirit's telling you to things are in balance right now for you. You're working in that balance. You've got the ability to manifest. We're going into that 888. So this is a great time to manifest. So always keep your manifestation very, very positive. Never tell spirit, I don't want something, because guess what? They don't hear the negative word of don't. And all they hear is want something, so I don't want an alcoholic. Oh, they'll send you an alcoholic with a great lesson to learn from that alcoholic. So if you're looking for that thing, say what you want positively. I need abundance. I need financial abundance so that I can balance my budget on a month-to-month basis. Be realistic, and then see yourself receiving that. Those things will come to you. I write them down. I put them on a piece of paper with usually my heart chakra stone, which is quartz. I put on the full moon, I put all my stones out to charge, and I'll usually put my manifestation list out there. A lot of people say put your manifestation out on the new moon, which is when there's no moon in the sky. I always put mine out on the full moon. I always have done that. Amethyst. Of course, one of my favorites is lapis, which opens your third eye. These are your different chakras. I have tons of stones, so I gather all my stones up to charge in the moonlight and to cleanse them. And I will. I'm allergic to sage, mind you, so I use Palo Santos to cleanse with, which I highly recommend. It smells so beautiful. If you like the sandalwoods and the smells of woods, it has a beautiful, sweet smelling scent to it. It's not that expensive. It's beautiful. It lights well. It's a very hard wood. It's harvested naturally. There's laws in place to protect it. They do not cut the trees down to harvest it. The trees have to fall. They have to be. They live, they grow, they die naturally, and then they mark the trees. They allow them to dry naturally in the woods for 8 years before they harvest the wood to make the Palo Santos. It's used all in South America. It grows in South America, Mexico, Brazil, and in the South American regions. It's a renewable resources. They don't allow it to be cut. It's protected by law, but they do harvest it after it's fell. It's used very much in the incense at the Catholic Church in South America. That's one of the things they cleanse the church with, and they walk through with the thing and they're swinging it. That's how in South America, that's what they use in it. In America, I think they use more sages and frankincense and things like that. It depends on what region of the world you're in, but love it. And anyways, you are in a state of manifestation. I keep on getting sidetracked today. I'm so sorry. And put your manifestations out there in positive energy. You will be celebrating. So whatever you manifest is going to come towards you. Remember, manifestation doesn't come in ego's time. It's not instant. It comes over time. And but you will be celebrating. You have justice in your ring. That justice is that balance. You've got two balance cards here: balance of justice and a balance of your energy, the pinnacles, financial balance, those pinnacles. So justice is your way. You are at the ending of this cycle, and you are beginning a new cycle with the death card. Death is never literal death in tarot. It is always the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new. So blessings to you, and I hope that resonates. The message from Spirit is do take the time to focus and manifest. And Lionsgate is a wonderful time. I'll be posting some links to different meditations and stuff to help people ground, to help people in that area. And when I do some research, I'll look at some of the different ceremonial traditions that people use to manifest too, and I'll discuss that. See what I find in my research this year. I always like to do a little extra research and bring forth what other spiritualists that they're working in that energy will bring forward with it. But blessings to you. The next person on my list, and I'm sorry for babbling, but I will pick it up now and I'll try to get a little bit more focused. Is Constance. I have you on here twice. Constance says hello to everyone. Good morning, Constance. So almost had, well, it's morning here still, barely. My whole day is going to be off because I'm starting late. Messages from the Spirit or family members that want to come forward for concepts today. I'm hearing the words, live in your joy. Find joy in everything you do, Constance. I don't know if maybe you've been a little sad lately or something's been on your mind. But you need to focus on the joy of life, the joy of everything around you. I'm hearing yes, yes, yes. Find that joy, that inner joy that will remove your sadness. Joy, laughter and joy remove sadness. It pulls you out of that negative energy field and rises you up. It raises your vibration. So find joy or find things that bring joy to you. Be creative. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your children. If you're married or have a spouse or a partner, make a date night. Do something special that will bring happiness to you. Just something off the cuff. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to do a lot of planning. It's just spending time with those that love you, bring that joy. If you are an artist, or if you like to create things, get creative. Uh, Find ways to express yourself that will bring you joy. And joy will bring you happiness. It will bring you laughter, and it will raise your vibration. I've been working with my watercolors, trying to get my painting techniques back, which is really interesting. I impress myself, and then I try to do another picture. I'm like, ugh. It's a skill building thing, but I do love to do it. And yeah, and you've got the four of wands, that really good foundation. Spirit supporting your cards here. And in this card, there's that joy. Celebrate your foundation, celebrate your family. The Four of Wands is a foundational card. It's beat your own drum, dance to some music, find that joy in life. And yeah, it's being supported by the cards. You have opportunities coming your way. You're being guided in those opportunities. You're not walking into them blindly. The crows are always messengers from your guides. And they are bringing opportunities for you. Follow your heartstrings in your decisions. When opportunities come forward, your heart will lead you in the correct direction of what opportunities that you do need to take, or if you need to pass an opportunity. Just connect with that opportunity that's come, and it will lead you in a beautiful path. You get that Knight of Wands. This is that fire energy, that moving with your strength into battle. Not necessarily a war battle, but whatever you're battling. Beating to your own drum, finding yourself that this is energy brings you knowledge, strength, intuition. It helps you connect spiritually. It's a high energy. It's an action card. So take action in what you're doing. Embrace that strength energy that you have within you. It's guiding you in that beautiful direction. Also, I am seeing that you have the Nine of Pentacles. What you've manifest out there is partly financial stability, and that you will have that abundance. That Nine of Pentacles is an abundance card, and abundance is available to you. It could be financial abundance. It could also be abundance and happiness in your life. I always like this, sort of looks like a Christmas tree, which is always a fun time in year. A lot of abundance at Christmas time. But it's that abundance, and you oh, I'm sorry. You will have that abundance in your life. And so embrace that. So seek out the joy, seek out the abundance. And if you need to manifest abundance, ask for the type of abundance that you're wanting to see come forward. So blessings to you. And the next person is Jeannie 123. And hello, Jeannie. Hadn't seen you in my room for a while, but I do see you on Dean's channel quite a bit. So nice to see you over here. And does Spirit have a message for you? I'm feeling like there's change around you. The Spirit's telling me there's change coming in your life. I don't know if you're manifesting change or needing change. I don't know if that's a new job, a new relationship, a new home. But you do have change coming around you, but it's good change. It's very positive, upward, positive moving change. You are being guided and blessed in the direction you need to go. Your guides are there around you. They're showing you the light, the path to take for this change, the opportunities coming forward for you. I'm not giving a specific of where that change will be occurring. I don't know if you have change in your future. They told me to throw you 5 cards. Okay. This changes it. Anything you wish for will come true. You'll be manifesting your dreams. Your dreams are coming true, and yet here's this window of opportunity, the crossroads. I'm that fire energy. That's with the Two of Wands that shining the light on you, because under that Two of Wands, as they bring that forward, it's going to shine that light on you. It's bringing you happiness, joy. This is a blessing from the heavens. So whatever change this is a very, very positive change. It's coming from your um, karmic energy, and under that sun is your strength. So this is going to be a period of time where your every wishes will come true. Those dreams, those options, opportunities are coming your way, and it will be fulfilling. You are starting a cycle of new beginnings. This is an ending to whatever's been going on recently in your life. That's chapter is ending, and you're moving into a new direction. Okay, this is your change, that rebirth, that change. You will be manifesting. Of course, this is a period of time right now. We're moving into that Lion's Gate. This is a great time to spend time manifesting that positive things that you want to come in your life. That's going to bring that positive change in your life. I get the King of Cups. This is that emotional king, that abundance, a king that has the ability to take care of himself, his family, his kingdom, his world around him. He is in a meditative state. He's connected with spirit. He's very open to spirit, and he is manifesting as he's meditating there with his cup. He has abundance in the ocean. That could be abundance in food. That could be financial abundance. Abundance comes in many, many lights. You also have, I don't know, somebody new's coming in your life, because I have the King of Wands. This may be in your current relationship, or you may be meeting somebody new, because the King of Wands it's a strong man. It's a man of fire. He's very bright, very knowledgeable, a very strong man. And it's followed by the Lovers, which gives me that indication somebody new in your life is coming in, or you're in a really strong relationship and you need to continue to develop that relationship. And that strength and that loyalty that comes with that Lion's energy. It's also that Lionsgate energy. You know, when you have this Leo energy, Lionsgate always opens up in the sign of Leo. When Sirius comes in visibility and alignment with Earth. So you've got that fire energy coming towards you for that manifestation and stuff. So take advantage of this time period while the veil is thin. Communicate with your guides. Listen to the guidance that's brought you, opportunities that have brought you. Your every wish will come true, and you'll have the ability to manifest what's important in life. If you are looking for a new relationship or a new partner, really be specific on what you want in your relationship. Always keep the positive. We don't care about the alcoholics and all that. Don't put that in your manifestation. Say, I want a strong man, the ability to earn, that has these attributes, laughter, humor, or whatever. Whatever's important to you in a relationship with somebody, manifest that, and it will come through. It does take time. Manifestation doesn't happen in ego's time, which is instantly. Manifestation takes a period of time, but it will be granted by the universe if you put it out there positively. And like I said before, when you manifest, put it in writing. Put any stones or anything spiritual that you have around and charge that in the moon under the light of the full moon, and allow that to sit there. I put mine on my patio table. The way the moon passes over my house, it lights and charges everything quite well. If you don't have a patio or something that the moon hits, put it in a window. It doesn't have to be outside. And make a ritual to do that renewal of manifestation, or even reuse the list when you manifest, to put the same list out or add to that list. Each full moon cycle is a really great time to do that new manifestations and charge all your crystals and energy around you. So blessings to you. I hope that resonates. And as I'm pulling energy, I have a hard time reading, so I want to glance at this is amazing to hear. Oh, I'm so glad. Are you looking for that new relationship on here? Yes. If not, it's already in your life. If it's not already there, he will be. Very much likely to be a fire sign, if not a Leo. One fire energy around. So blessings to you, Jeannie. And Tawana. I know another Tawana that lives in North Carolina. It's such an unusual name, so it's really neat to see. And hello, everybody from Tawana. You're one of those two people. I don't know what you mean by that, or if you were talking to somebody else.
Cody's loose in the garage.
Okay, thank you for the warning. Cody's my dog. He's a Rodeo Ridgeback, and he's half a Rodeo Ridgeback and half Golden Retriever. And he's 150 pounds, a puppy, and he hasn't quite got out of his puppy stage. So he's warning me because if I walk out there, he'll like, boom. And usually I talk to him in telepathy and tell him, Mama's coming out, don't jump up on me because he can knock me over. And he's on his hind feet. He's stands over 6 feet tall. He's just a little tiny puppy, to say the least. Sweet dog. Spoiled rotten. He's been on this crazy barking thing at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. I think it's the neighbor, because he leaves at 5 in the morning, but he gets up about 4 and jumps in the shower. And his shower is on the same side of the house as Cody's garage door. And I think what Cody's seen is that light going on, and he's pretending like he's a rooster and barking at hearing Brad get up and move. My next door neighbor, Brad, get up and move in the morning. So it's a little crazy to want it. Any messages from Spirit or any loved ones that want to come forward? Feeling a grandmother energy come in. She's sending her love and joy. And she's telling me you're a beautiful woman. And you're living your life. It's a blessing to you. She's always around you. You feel her energy around you. Give me. Baking cookies as a small child. Oh, you love to bake the cookies and eat the cookie and the cookie dough. Always had the sample that dough. Can I lick the spoon? Can I lick the spoon? She's showing me you at about 2, 3, 4 years old. This is a grandmother that you were close to. I'm feeling like you were very, very close to. She was, I don't know if you were her first grandchild or she would just cherish you. You got to spend a lot of time with her. She's telling me you reminded her so much of herself when she was young. You must favor her or her mannerisms or her attributes. You share a lot of commonality with her. A lot of love. She watches over you. She helps guide you. She's very proud of you. Mostly she just wanted to let you know she's here and she loves you. Just abundance of love. I mean, just this love energy is just like light. Brought her such joy and happiness. see what other messages come through the cards for you. She told me to spread the cards out. She would show me the ones I needed. Okay. It's funny because I usually shuffle and pull from the top. Oh, 2 cards there. A lot of new beginnings showing up in our readings today. Split the deck and the underlying card is in the center. King of Pentacles is in the center of the reading. This is a strong king. This is a mature king. Very nurturing, able to take care of himself, his family. He does have abundance, financial stability. And she's telling me this is reflective of your energy. You're a very stable, loving, caring person. You're very nurturing. You have financial stability in your life. You're not overindulgent. You're not, she says you're very thrifty with your money. You're very financially secure. You believe in that security. You believe in the security of your future. The first 2 cards of the reading come out to get together as one pull, which is very interesting because I get the 10 of Pentacles. This is that happy family card. That 10 of Pentacles. You're writing that rainbow, happy family, abundance with those cups. Spiritually in tune and writing the energy of your spirituality and your stability and happiness within your family. Whatever you reap, you sow. So you've planted your seeds. This allows you that abundance in life. You nurture it. You're very nurturing, very, very nurturing person. And you take care of that is in your life, and you nurture that. And as you nurture it, it grows and provides you that abundance and always brings you what you need forward. This is a constant in your life, she's telling me. You have the ability to, when a lesson presents itself and something's not serving you, you recognize that immediately. You're allowed to let that fire burn out, and you let that go. You don't allow that to linger in your life. You only take forward with you what is important, and you move forward with the important things in your life, and you don't dwell in that negative past. She says it's a beautiful way to live your life. Continue on that path. It's serving you quite well. You don't like to carry a lot of baggage behind you that's not serving you. You only move forward in that positive energy. She says you're moving into a new adventure because I've got that death card, the ending of this cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. So your cycle is beginning. You're getting that rebirth time where there's going to be change coming forward. I hear this very, very positive change. Of course, you're in control of everything you do. You manifest what you want. You have that abundance. You're that nurturer. I'm here. I'm surprised I didn't get a 3 of Pentacles. At 3 of Pentacles, you're a planner. You're organized. She's telling me, yes, you're just very organized. You know what you're doing. You plan things out. This is allowing you to achieve your dreams. So you're going to have a beautiful new beginning in this cycle. Embrace it and just move forward in that. It's beautiful energy. She's sending her love, and she's always with you, help guiding you and giving you that loving energy. You give that energy to those around you as well. Blessings to you. She says, oh, she's so like me. So I hope this grandmother resonates with you. You know who I'm talking about. It feels like a grandmother energy. If it isn't a grandmother, it's a great aunt. But I'm feeling, no, she's telling me, no, it's grandmother. It's a grandmother. Anyways, blessings to you. I hope that resonates with you. And just stay in that energy. Hello, Spirit Messenger Sheila. It's been a while. We need to get together sometime. Nice to see you in my chat. And hello, Sharon. Good friend of mine, Sharon for Strawberry Rhubarb. If you haven't connected with Sharon or Spirit Messenger Sheila, they both have their own channels. They're beautiful, beautiful readers. They're very good friends of mine. And I do hope that you go over there and check them out and like and subscribe to their channels and join them too. They both just have beautiful, beautiful energy and wonderful readers. Big shout out to both of them. We have a really beautiful reading group here, and I have a lot of friends that are readers that I'm very close to. We haven't worked in a while. Sharon and I haven't worked in a while, and neither has Sheila and I. So we'll have to work on getting together, all three of us getting together. It's fun to work together as a group, too. So the next person on my list is Janet. And I hope this is finding you well today, Janet. Trying to connect with spirit here. I've got guides around for you. Guides. Geez, three guides are coming together. This is your main guide and two guides that have been working with you on a regular basis. They're telling me you're moving in your karmic path. Things are moving in an upward position, very karmically smooth. You do have changes coming your way as well, but you embrace change. You don't allow change to distract you. You're open to change. I don't know if you're looking for a change of employment or opportunity of a promotion coming your way. I'm hearing better financial stability coming towards you soon. Opportunities opening up. They said you will recognize it, you will see it, you will follow your heartstrings. It's something you've been wanting, manifesting better financial stability. And that will be coming towards you. So watch for those opportunities. The doors will open up. Oh wow, beautiful cards. I don't know if you've had something that's suppressed you lately. I'm not hearing that you don't have that greed, avarice, drug addiction, no alcohol problems. This is somebody that's tried to keep you down or suppress you. Maybe it's a coworker or somebody you work with. Don't allow that. Don't accept that energy. Don't allow that negative energy to help you. You're going to move out and above that because you are that Queen of Wands. This is that Queen of Wands. So you have that fire energy, that strength within you. You hold the light in your hands. You are aware of your environment. You have really great intuition, knowledge, power, strength. You're being recognized for that. Yes, Spirit's telling me you are being recognized for that. You've got an ending and a rebirth. I don't know, this suppressor energy, they're jealous of you. It must be a coworker or somebody that is trying to compete or climb over you to be noticed. You're recognized. I'm hearing you're recognized by those you work with. They recognize your strength, your power. You take control of the situation. You don't have to prove yourself out there. You prove yourself in your natural quality of what you put into life, what you put into your job. You're just you're noticed not because you want to be noticed, but because you're a hard worker and you have that strength in you. Yes, ending of this cycle and that new beginning is coming towards you. It's coming forward. You have the Ace of Swords. You live in your light, your truth. And you have that power, that strength of your head, that fighting sword. But you're not a fighter in the sense that you don't create that fighting energy and that you don't get out there and fight. You live in your truth, your strength, your honesty, your integrity, and that's your power, your strength. You rise above. You allow your spirit to rise above it. You're not judgmental over people. You rise up into that energy and you stay within your light. You are waiting for your ships to come in, and they're telling me they're coming. Yeah, your ships will come in. You're just standing at the shore waiting for that to happen. I don't even think you're progressively looking at this. You're being recognized and maybe even approached to apply for other positions or opportunity that they've created for you. So blessings to you. Be open to that change, that opportunity, because it will be coming soon. very much a wonderful energy. And your guides are cheering you on. You're living your life's path. You are in. You're living your truth, your energy. That's that ace. That's your queen and your ace. Living your strength. Your stay in that strength, that light, that knowledge, that purity that you have. And they're sending their blessings to you. You're doing a beautiful job on your life's path. Stay connected with spirit. So blessings to you. I love messages like that. Oh gosh, I love that energy. They're very, very active, supportive guys. They're there for you. They say, oh, you do all the work. They open the door and you recognize it. So beautiful. That's wonderful. And the next up on the list is Judith Anderson. She says she hopes she finds everybody well. I feel like our energy is really high in our room today. Very positive energy coming through. Oh, I think you're, yeah, Johnny, promotions usually come with recognition of pay raises. So, yeah, I think it's coming towards you. Let me know. You have that crazy coworker? Just want every crowd. Somebody jealous of your abilities. They're doing too hard to show off and be noticed. They need to focus on doing their job and not so much competing. Put more energy into their work and not into the competition and being noticed doing cartwheels everywhere. You're not that person. You are head buried in your work. You just get it done. Leave me alone. I'm working. Focused. A lot of people don't realize that actually gets you more noticed than the ones that are doing the cartwheels, trying to be noticed and climbing. So Judith energy. Nobody coming forward for you. Oh, spirit. It's just from spirit. The spirit stepping forward. Have faith in yourself. You are in the right direction. If that makes sense. That you need to believe in yourself more. Spend more self-care time. You're not taking enough time for yourself. You're always out there helping others. Take that quiet meditative time to focus on some of the you time, what you need. Meeting your needs for yourself, grounding yourself. Pamper yourself a bit. You know, just going out and getting a pedicure, manicure, a haircut, go out for that cup of coffee, do something that brings you joy, but do it for you, not for others. It's something you would normally just do for others. Always doing for others, you need to do for yourself. I know it's hard to do when you're a natural caretaker and you're a person that takes care of others. You always tend to put people before you. You have to give them the shirt off your back, the jacket off your shoulders, and freeze. You care for others more than you care for yourself, and you do need to allow yourself that time for self-care, for self-love. And you deserve it. You earned it. And once again, the King of Swords is the energy that's coming forward for you. Take that 360-degree view. You're a powerful king. This king is representative of your energy. You're a nurturer, a natural nurturer. You are being guided. You have the guides of the owls, the owl at your feet, that knowledge, that knowing. I'm hearing very intuitive. You're very in tune to people's energies and what their people's needs are. You're very empathic that way. And you feel and take care of the needs of others. Remember to turn that toward yourself, that your needs need to be taken care of too. Follow the strength of the eagle. The eagle will lead you in the correct direction. They fly above your head. And your guides, represented by the crow, the messengers that will bring you the messages that you need to not only take care of others, but to take care of yourself. Remember to look all around you, though, and to keep perspective of the world around you. Opportunities that come your way are there. And you need to take the time. The best way to help others is to help yourself first and to take care of your own needs. That allows you the energy to do that charitable work outwards. All that hard work does come back to you in full, but do take the time to take care of yourself. Also, you're waiting for your ships to come in with that Three of Wands. And that Three of Wands is that fire energy. I do hear your ships will come in. You are a blessed person. You stay in your higher power. You're always rising up. You're not in judgment of others. You're always there to help, though you rise above. You live in your highest intuition, your highest spiritual self, and you're always giving of others. And there's your spirituality showing right on you. There you are, connected with spirit, connected in your highest energy. So blessings to you on that. Let's see what cards came out. I have the Tower. The first card of the reading is Tower. You're not having a Tower moment. This is telling me you have that great foundation. You have that foundation in your life. You recognize it. You're always helping others build. You need to take the time to nurture your own tower, and add that strength to your own home, your own power. I love this tower because it's got butterflies coming out of it. Butterflies is that transition, that manifestation, that the butterflies move from Cyprus into spreading its wings and flying. Spread your wings. Live in that transformation energy and enjoy it. You are walking away from something. So there is something that you do need to walk away from. So if somebody is putting too much stress or wanting too much from you, walk away from that. You're moving into that light, though. As you walk away, you walk into that light. This is one of the ways you can care for yourself, is by not getting into the energy of somebody that will bring your energy down. That person you're walking away is a negative person in your life. They are too needy, too wanting, maybe even a little bit narcissistic, self-focus on themselves. They're not taking consideration of the needs of others. You don't need that energy in your life. They're drawing too much energy, too much of your strength away. Walk away from that energy and move back into the light. That's part of that self-care your guides are telling you to take. You cannot serve a purpose for the person that's drawing that energy down. They're drawing that negative energy, always wanting to focus on them. So walk away from that person that's drawing that energy from you and allow yourself to move back into that light. That may be why this tower came up, is they are bringing that energy down. You've got the foundation to overcome that, though. And you can't save everybody. So, and your job isn't to be there to save everybody, to rescue people. I do feel like you're the rescuer. You're taking the stray animals, or give the food off your table to somebody that's in need of a meal. Nothing's wrong with that. But don't allow people to take advantage of you in that process. There is time for giving, and there's time for being abused. And don't allow that abusive taker to come and take your energy. You do have the abundance in your life, that manifestation. This is not an illusion for you. This is something you manifest. That abundance comes to you because you are such a giving, caring person, and you do a lot of charity. That giving is that a form of charity. That constantly being a caregiver to others is a form of charity. And in charity, what you give, you get back in return tenfold. Spirit has a way of allowing that to manifest in your life. They said you do beautiful work. You're very, very caring and very supportive of others. But remember that you are important too, and you need to allow yourself that caring time, to allow yourself to ground, allow yourself to grow, and allow yourself to enjoy some of the abundance that comes back towards you. So blessings to you. And you have a beautiful energy. Just remember, sometimes you need to jacket yourself. Don't leave yourself out in the cold. Walk away from those that are taxing too much energy from you. Nothing's wrong with being caring, but don't allow yourself to be abused in that process. And sometimes it's hard to pull away from that energy because they'll manipulate you in. Um, Recognize it for what it is. Allow yourself to heal and walk away from that. You can't rescue everybody, and as the spirits, I mean, you cannot rescue everybody. And part of their lessons is be left behind. So, blessings to you. I hope that resonates. Tell you what you want, let you work. Oh yeah. I'm that way too, Janet. I worked in that energy. Okay, and I'll get back to you. I'm in the middle of something. Tell me what you want. I will get back with you with whatever needs you have. Hyper focused on getting stuff done. And Sherry Kurt is next on our list. Our beautiful Sherry. Feeling like things are very positive for you right now. You're feeling good. It feels like your energy high. Dennis is telling me, oh yes, your energy is high. You're feeling good. You're taking time to rest and heal and allow life and allowing things to balance in life. You do need to get out more, Sherry. You know, go back to church and see some of the people. I know that you weren't as involved in the church as Dennis was, but you have many friends and family within the church and within the community that you've grown up with. They're always there for you and they would love to see you again. So, yeah, if you haven't been going, take the time to go. It will open some doors for you. And you know, Dennis will be there with you. Dennis has such beautiful energy. He's sending his love to you, dear. You know I'm always here, he says. And he does that again. He always does that. Every time I see him, he tells me, I love you. Back of his hand strokes your cheek. Any messages from Spirit for Sherry to speak? The Page of Wands is bringing you that spirit fire energy, is telling you need to get out there and enjoy that, your strength, your joy, celebrate, jump in that sunshine, get out there and see the world, because you get the world card right behind you. The world is your oyster. You're in that circle of completion of your journey. You still have a long ways to go, though. It's not the end of your journey. Opportunities are coming your way. With the Four of Cups, you have a good foundation, emotional stability. Things. This is telling me that your energy is very stable now. You've pulled out of that depression that you had the last couple of years, and you're just looking for opportunities to change. You know, you have to take the time to reach out to others too, and open yourself up. Dennis is always telling you, live life, enjoy life, embrace life. You have so much to give to others. And in that process, they will give to you. Put yourself out there and enjoy life and live life. Connect with people. It's very important that you connect. Don't stay home all the time. You know, get out there in the community and enjoy it. You know, that's why I suggest is go back to church. You have lots of friends and family in church. Connect with your daughter, and stay in touch with them. And you know, your beautiful granddaughter too. And I know she's getting ready to go back to school soon. And so I don't know if she's still there in the area or not, or if she's already heading back towards school. This is a time of rebirth, though. This is a time to open up new opportunities to you. It's the ending of the cycle of that depression, that loss, and all that. You're going back into open up to nature, to people. Expand your world, and get out there and get exposed. You need that contact, that human contact, that friendship, that communication with others. Um, it is very important. It allows you to live. It allows you to a joy in your life, and allows you to share. So blessings to you, Sherry. Trying to see if there was any other messages from Dennis. He just gave you that big, beautiful hug. You can feel him around you. His energy's always there. He loves you. He says, loves you, loves you. Please live life. Live life. Next on our list is Sherry French. And thank you for joining us, Sherry. And messages from your guides. Always have messages from your guides. Take the time to listen. They talk to you all the time. They're always showing you the path. Watch for the messages and symbols and music in your thoughts. You'll be able to tell the difference between your thoughts and your guide's thoughts. Your thoughts will sound like your own voice, where your guides will have a more resonant voice, more distinct, straightforward, less thought and more exacting. It won't come with the contemplation. The contemplation will be the afterthought when something pops in your head. It's that knowing. They talk to you constantly. They're constantly guiding you. You do instinctually follow instructions from your guide. You do take their leads. If you want to open up and communicate more, then you can focus that by grounding and meditating more, and you'll hear the messages more clearly. You'll see them. Remember, if you're meditating and you haven't seen your guides visually, realize that in meditation they will come to you. They will not look like a human being. They're not going to show themselves in a life figure, which a lot of us think, my guides don't look like a person. No, your guides will come to you in a light spectrum. Usually, that's usually how they appear to you. Is in a spectrum of light, sometimes mixed with colors. The colors can be representative of the heart chakra energy. Like the reds would be the heart, the indigos would be the blue, golds would be your higher energy, your higher guidance. Different numbers. If you look at the if you see the light spectrums and colors, you can look up the colors and what the meanings of the colors are, and it'll tell you where they're working from. They also, the blue can be the energy of Archangel Michael, the green Raphael, the gold, the wisdom of Gabriel, and the red, the wisdom of Uriel, also surrounding you. And the archangels work with your guide. Your guides work under the archangels. They're guided by one of the main archangels. So usually your main guide will be working under the spirit of one of the archangels that helps you with your life path and how you're supposed to direct your energy. I personally work under Archangel Raphael. My main guide's name is Adawanta. He's a Native American guide. I see him as a spectrum of gold light, this bursting gold light with all kinds of sparkles around it. I meditate. I saw him all the time. I just thought it was the light shining through my eyes because I tend to meditate in the mornings. When I realized it, no, when I just close my eyes and I'm not meditating, I just see red, sort of like the blood vessels in my eyelids. But when I meditate and I'm connecting with my guided spirits, I see this spectrum of gold. It's in a shape like like a human being, but um, it's a vivid, vibrant light. And then I also see two light forms next to him, one in blue and one in green, which always reminds me of the Archangel Michael and the Archangel Raphael, which which my guide works strictly under the energy of Raphael. He is a shaman, a healer, and so that's the energy I bring forward. I do work in the ascension light. I'm being taught ascension light work through my guide Shwana, and I work on the other side to help cross people over in transition um, as part of my life path. And they showed me the energy work that I am doing on the other side, and that I also help heal the heart chakra, the chakra energy on this side. So people that do need chakra work. Um, I do that form of light work with my guides holding my hands and guiding me through that light energy. So, but you are very connected to your guides. Take the time to meditate, talk to them regularly, and you will hear them. The more you take the time to listen in meditation, the more open to communication you'll be. This is a great time. If you haven't started those practices, it's a great time to do that, because we are entering the thinnest part of the veil as we enter into that Lion's Gate. The veil is very thin, and the closer into Lion's Gate and the energy of Sirius comes towards us, the thinner the veil is, and the more open communication, the more awakened you can become in that energy. It's a really great time to practice new techniques of connecting with your guides, manifesting, to working. And if you are an active medium and you're practicing and trying to expand your abilities, it's a great time to connect with your guides to work towards opening up your abilities another way. All you need to do is ask for the guidance and the strength and the ability to be guided into that energy, and that energy will open up to you. Be open to those awakening new gifts that you have. The gifts are constantly developing, constantly learning. And that's what your guides want you to know. It's a constant learning process. And let's see what the cards have to say. You're rising up. The underlying card as they're reading is that Knight of Cups. That's moving into your spiritual energy. That Knight is leading charge into that spiritual energy, that rising into that intuition energy. There you will find balance, and you will be working in the in your truth with that Ace of Swords. So working in that higher power, finding that balance in your meditation, in your personal work, in your personal growth, will allow you to work within that light, and that is as working in your truth. The first card I get is the Seven of Wands. That's you rising above. I love this. Talking about meditation and being in the light. That's what this. She's rising in the light, in meditation. She's rising up above the crowd and in higher power, her higher strength. And this is what this card is telling me. You need to take that time to rise in your higher power and rise your vibration. It will allow you to open up in your vibration and your ascension into your spiritual growth. Your guides are your messengers. They bring that fire energy with this Page of Wands. You're still in the learning process, they tell me, but you're learning very quickly. Trust in the messages and what you receive. That is one of the hardest battles when you are a psychic and when you are a medium and you're receiving energy, is to trust that the messages you receive are valid. They are coming from your guides. It's just not something you're making up in your head. No, you're not going a little crazy. Sometimes you'll question yourself, but trust in the messages you receive. They are the messages from your guide. If you're not sure, get a pendulum. Ask your pendulum, is this a guided message? They will answer you honestly. Ask them if you're a millionaire. If you're not a millionaire, it's going to tell you no. And then ask your pendulum to help with that clarity, help validate what you're receiving, or get a hold of me. I'll be happy to work with you on that. I mentor a lot of people. I don't have a magic wand. I can't make your abilities go forward, but I can work with you, have discussions with you, um, and help validate you, because I am a guide. I do hear spirit. And when you have questions or you're receiving messages and you're unsure, you can always ask me, what am I receiving on that? And I can usually tell you and confirm, or not what you are receiving. But I work with numerous people over the years, and I really do enjoy working with people. Um, you are the Knight of Pentacles. You know, you set your own trail. This is your financial stability. Um, this is the slowest moving night, but it's the steadiest night. And this card is, your guys are telling me this is not necessarily a financial stability where you're going to make money. Although money is going to be there for you, financial security is going to be there, you're fine there. This is your spiritual growth at this point in time. They're giving you a message of spiritual growth. Steady as you go. The more you practice, the more you work in it, the more you'll grow. It's a slow, steady pace. It's a constant learning process. I said, embrace it. Be open to it. The more you're open to it, the more you allow yourself to awaken, the stronger your abilities will come forward. You do have gifts, they tell me. I'm hearing, you see auras, you see color energy around people. You also get warning messages when people aren't safe. You'll get the colors reds, browns, blacks. Um, you're very, very good at reading auras, reading people's body language, energy around them, those energy fields. You're clairaudient. You hear, and you're clairvoyant. You do see. You get flash images. They're telling me. Sometimes they're like quick flash. You can slow those down if you're when you see those visions. You can ask spirit to slow them down if you're not catching, you're getting those flash visions, but you don't always see exactly what it was that you're supposed to be seeing. Just ask your guides to slow the imaging down so that you can see them more clearly. And that gift will open up more and more for you. I think it's a gift that you're currently developing, and you're becoming very aware that you're very clairvoyant, that you can see, and you're seeing more and more, and you are very open to seeing. If you do see spirit, if you see walking spirit, or you can communicate with spirit, which I hear you can because you are a medium, be open to that. There is nothing the spirit can do. They work from love energy on the other side of the veil. They come forward. A spirit that has negative energy or is a prankster is usually a spirit that hasn't crossed over yet. And you can help them cross over. You can call Michael in if you have a spirit that is lost or wandering, and they're harassing you for attention, flickering your lights, moving things around your energy, and you're picking up those energy fields. If they're a spirit that hasn't crossed over, ask Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel to come in and take their hand. His meaning the general word for a human being, that spirit energy that needs to cross. Ask them to take their hand and to be guided to the light. They don't have to go in the light if they don't want to, but I have not found a spirit that I've gone to cross that hasn't entered that light energy and crossed over. It is a beautiful thing to do. You do have the abilities to help spirits cross, and you'll find that they do come to you. And you're aware when they enter your energy field. This is a gift to help those that missed out on that opportunity to cross. Um, it is a gift that you've been given. It will bring you great joy. So embrace that when you find that energy in your spectrum, and just take the time. I always light a candle. The candle allows them to follow the light. And they almost always will take Michael's hand because he's that energy of truth and spring and cross them over. He will take them and bring them to the gateway, that threshold, and they will be greeted by loved ones and family. Wish them well and send them love, joy, and ascension when you cross them. And you will hear that thanks as they cross over and that blessing back. Um, that lets you know that they did cross over, and that they will send you that love and thanks from the other side to help them find that journey. Those that have crossed and stuck in this realm after death usually have died from a sudden death, or that they weren't aware that they had died. So maybe they'd been in a car accident or something. You don't have to dive into the cause of their death or how they died, so much as they just need that energy to be able to find the light and to be crossed. So blessings to you. You do have some beautiful gifts. Embrace those and work within your spirits and your spirits guides. Stay grounded and put protective light around you when you're doing this work. Always do a prayer of meditation and protection around you, and surround yourself in the light before you do any work. And ask loved ones to come and protect you as a gatekeeper, so that no negative spirits can come in, and they will protect you from anybody crossing your field that is not in the positive love and light energy. Just ask for that guidance and that protection, and they will place that around you. So blessings to you. You have some real gifts. I see that you have quite a bit of talent. Yeah, can't see my list. Got all these notices popping up. And welcome to the room. Jack. Hello, Jack. Alban. I hope this finds you well, Alban. I have 2 left on the list, Viviana and Aspie. Third eye. And Jack. I'm getting change energy for you too, Jack. Your positive, beautiful energy. What's going on for Jack? What kind of changes? Jack, you always have beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy around you. Very positive changes coming forth. I don't know if you're doing change of employment, change in housing. It's going to be very positive, though, very uplifting energy for you. You're walking away from something that's not serving you, but you are moving into that light with the 8 of Cups. You've had a bit of stress in your life. Quit stressing, Jack. Things are in an upward movement. Oh, I heard 5. That's not complete. What other messages do we got? Here we go. Okay. I don't know what you're worrying about, Jack. You had things on your mind. You are walking away from something right now. But you are moving into calmer waters. So you get the 6 of Swords. Things have been a little rough. I'm seeing 5s in your reading here. Worrying. But you're walking away from that. You are going to be moving into warmer waters. You're being guided in that energy. So just allow that process to flow. Whatever's in your hopes and dreams. You've got the star, you're holding the star like a kite, and wishes will be coming true. You'll be moving into that wonderful, beautiful change. It's going to be positive. It's going to be uplifting. So quit worrying, because you're on that world journey. This is the world you've got, that you're working in that karmic path in your circle of life. And this is just part of the path you're taking, that journey you're taking. And you are moving in that upward, so this world is telling me it's representing very much like that Wheel of Fortune. You've got the world by the tail. Just enjoy the ride. I know this has been a hard time for you. Whatever has been on your mind, or struggles you've had, worries you've had, you will be shifting out of that energy. Because right now, the first card of the reading is that 8 of Cups. You're walking away from what's not serving you. You're letting go of, and you've learned whatever lesson it is that you were supposed to learn. Embrace that lesson. grow from that lesson and walk away. You're walking into that light, into that positive energy with spirit. You are being guided in that. They show me that spirit is all around you in this worry with you, trying to get you to focus on what you need to do and where you need to go next. Let go of that worry. It's no longer serving its purpose. That's why you're walking away from it. Let go of that. You're moving into the energy of that King of Swords. You are the king, they tell me. You are the king. You have that fighting, that strength, that power, the truth. Live in your light. Live in your truth. You are guided. You have the spirits above your head with the crow giving you the messages, the eagle in the sky soaring and leading you in the right direction that you need to go, and the wise owl, that energy of Gabriel. And I'm hearing you're working with Gabriel quite a bit, that wisdom, that knowledge, that strength that you need to move into that better energy. You are rising into that higher level of consciousness, that ascension work. Um, you're moving into that a newer level of ascension, into your higher energy. Embrace that. Stay connected with spirit, with your guides, and they will continue to guide you in the right direction. They're opening the doors from you, and these opportunities are coming towards you. Use the Pisces sense. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. They are taking you that direction. I do get the Eight of Swords. That's that truth energy again. You have reflected into that pond, so you're no longer bound. You're no longer tied to that energy. All those guides are around you. You're now reflecting on what has happened in the past. You've learned those lessons. You're moving forward. The constant thing is you have learned the lessons. You won't be repeating those lessons at all. It is moving forward, and I have the need to pull a couple clarifying cards and see where this is going from there. I'm curious. I think more than anything, I'm curious. Oh, your ships are coming in. You're rising into that energy with the judgment. It's not a being judged. Okay. It's a spiritual growth time for you. I guess you need to be manifesting and being in that spiritual energy with us, moving into that Lionsgate energy. You are waiting for your ships to come in. I'm telling you, those ships are coming in. You're rising to your higher self. You're trusting your higher conscious to make the decisions that are right for you. Listen to your higher self. You do work in your spirituality. Trust in yourself. Trust in your intuition. You've got this. Use the energy of the Lionsgate to manifest your dreams. Put that positive energy out. You make that manifestation list. Make a ritual of it. Do a blessing around that and put that energy out to the universe. Remember, always keep that manifestation positive. What is it that Jack wants? What does Jack want to go in the world? What does Jack want the universe to bring forward? If it's finances, love, it's anything. Be very specific on how you want to see that manifest. See yourself in that energy. One of the best ways to manifest is not only just to ask the universe for it, but actually see yourself living in that energy of what you're wanting to manifest. If it's that beautiful relationship, imagine what that beautiful relationship is. See yourself in that joy, that love, that whatever that person, that energy that person brings to you and has to offer you in that love. Same thing with the finances. See you making your bills out and paying and everything, having that abundance, having that extra money to fall back on, and the ability to pay, or the ability to build that retirement. Whatever it is, you can manifest what you want. You've got the abilities. You're being given the guidance, and you have cups. That's you rising, charging forward in that energy. This is the false night. This is not the night that charging into the fight. This is the night that's charging into his intuition, his strength, his power, his abundance. That's that, the cups. That's your energy. That's your emotions. That's your intuition. That's all that beautiful energy, that ability to manifest. And this is what's doing this, telling you that you're charging forward into that energy and utilizing these strengths that you have within you. So blessings to you. And I hope that resonates for you. And my computer screen blocked out here on this side, so I can't see the chat. Hello, Tony W. I'm going to add you to my list for Thursday. If you come back on a Thursday program at 9 a.m., I will get you on the list along with Carrie G, who has also entered the room, and anybody else. If I've missed somebody new that's came into the list, I will be starting my program on Thursday at 9 a.m. And those that didn't make the list today will be added on as priority reads for Thursday morning's reading. So just come back in then, and I'm jotting your names down. And Viviani, our moderator extraordinaire. Blessings to you, Viviani. See what Spirit has to say for you today. I have a bunch of cards in my deck turning the wrong direction here. I don't know how that happens. I'm going to be planning to do a show with Brenda from Brenda's tarot reading soon. We both have some things on our plate this next week, but we're hoping to get together in the next few weeks. So I'll be letting people know when we'll be collaborating together. And I just absolutely love working with Brenda and sure they're very two beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mentors of mine. And I love working with them. Okay. Well, I'm still hearing that you have move coming your way, Vivian. I don't know if you are. I think you may be relocating to a different city or town, giving you employment opportunity, abundance. You are following your life path. You do have a little bit of worry around you about to change, but don't worry. It is going to be good. Yeah. The underlying cards is partnership, which is funny because the first card of the reading is the Lovers, which is also a form of partnership. I think this partnership is representative of financial abundance. This is that opportunity, that new employment opportunity. I'm feeling like is part of your moving process. You are moving with that fiery energy of the wand. You're moving forward. You're going to be celebrating this change and jumping for joy and happiness is what I always see in this card in that light. You have the knowledge, the strength, the power, that fire that brings you forward in very positive energy. Embrace the change coming towards you. I feel like you're going to have good stability in your new home in the changes that you make when you do this move. I don't know if you get the opportunity, the job first and you move or you relocate, then you find that new employment. But whatever it is, it's going to be very positive for you. Yeah, and like I said, you've got the levers coming forward in your life. This I'm feeling this levers is representative of new employment opportunity, new partnerships in business. Wow, I heard the weirdest sound. Like, whoa. I don't know what that was. That spirit around me or something trying to get my attention. I don't know if it picked up on the audio or not. That was weird. I hear that kind of sound. It was like coming from like like above me. I don't know. Did anybody hear that come through? Anyways, that the lovers, that new partnership thing. You are on that wheel of fortune. That's that upward will. This is your life's path. You are in your karmic energy and you're following that path. Spirit's telling me you are moving in the right direction. It's going to lead to you happy, joyous, security. And it's going to show this in the cards in just a second. I don't know what you're worried about. Let that energy go. Pour that energy down the drain. It's not serving you. Remember, those cups are abundance. What's not serving you doesn't bring you abundance. It just brings you strife. So dump that energy down thing and look at the fact that you have full cups there sitting for you, ready to bring you light and cheers. You got a great big cup of light bulbs and baubles there in that cup. So realize that if it's not serving you, lessons learned, let it go. It's not there. You have that King of Cups, that King of Wands, that fire energy, that Leo energy, that Lionsgate energy. I'm hearing my guides say, this is that Lionsgate energy. The veil's thin. You're very intuitive right now. You're very connected to that energy. Use this time to manifest what you want. Use that time to follow that fire energy. It's going to bring you that abundance. Because the final card of this reading, and I love this card, you are on the rainbow ride of happiness, abundance, and a happy family. So this is moving you into that great grandeur, that energy of that abundance, that happiness, that happy family. So this is a very, very positive change. You are on your karmic path, so just embrace it. I think this is the second or third time I've now got that moving energy for you. But it's very, very positive. So blessings to you, Viviana, and thank you for all your assistance and helps with Dean and I and all the other readers that you help out with throughout the community, as you work with the different readers in our community to help support them and help promote all the different channels and the different readers that we have here. It is such a godsend to have you. So blessings to you. And our last reading of the day is Aspie. And hello, Aspie. Aspie's also another psychic and reader, and she got beautiful energy. Take the time to follow her. Aspie, you need to post your channel information if you can, and check her work out. There's a body farm in Tennessee. I didn't know that. I know there's one in Nevada, which would be the closest one to me. Hear the excitement in your voice. Yeah, I want to play the body farm. I'm a weirdo. Yeah, I'm sort of a geeky science nerd person. One of the many aspects of my Pisces personality. You know, we carry the traits of all signs, so my geeky scientists would love to just play in the body farm and research that energy and do some research in it. Oh yeah, you know, a lot of people. Yeah, if your family can't, if the loved one that's passing is not opposed to it, you can donate your body to science. You can donate your body to research. If you have have a residency disease or medical condition, and you're working with one of the larger hospitals like UCLA or one of the major research medical schools, you can donate your body to school for science or for research in that field of study. My mom died of pancreatic cancer, and she was part of the pancreatic research program, which I'm also included in. And I have acute pancreatitis. It's something I've been fighting for 15 years now. And so I'm in the Genome Project with UCLA. But when my mother passed away, she did donate her body to science. And in turn, they had her for a month. And basically what they did, it wasn't even autopsy type research. What they did is MRI and CT scans on her body and tissue samples of her pancreas. And they did explore the abnormalities in the pancreatic structure and things like that, and included that in some of the research. Um, and in turn, they did the cremation for her at no cost to us, and then returned her ashes um, in a beautiful box back to the family. It took about a month, and so we didn't have to pay for funeral expenses and cremation and all that. And my mom prearranged that all before she had passed. This is what she wanted to do, is to donate her body to research. She said if she had to live through the journey of the cancer, of the rare cancer and a hard to ascertain and diagnose cancer, it's the least she could do is give back to society. I thought it was beautiful, and I've even told my husband that's what I want to do. And when I hit that point, I have a 75% chance of getting pancreatic cancer with the constant disease that I fight with all the time. Yeah, I'm a shipwreck. People people that follow me know I'm a medical shipwreck. One of my friends asked me once, "Well, you're a healer. Why can't you heal yourself?" I said, because this is part of the contract that I came with, is to fight these journeys and to go through that. That is part of my life contract. It's the part that I haven't fulfilled. And that's why in all readings I get the temperance card, be patient. Because I get very frustrated with the medical community. Tell my medical problems. I have drug allergies. I can't take a lot of medications. I mean, I have a lot of restrictions, dietary restrictions because of the pancreatitis. And then I'm a type 1 diabetic. So I'm a doctor's nightmare. It's a wonder I'm alive. But temperance, and I just go with the flow and trust that when God is ready to take me and I'm ready to cross over, that I will do that. And I will do it with I surrender to the higher powers. So, and maybe that's why I'm working the work I'm working. I listen to Linda G, and she talks about when she had breast cancer and you surrender to it. Yeah, once you surrender to it, I don't fear death. In fact, I'm looking forward to moving, crossing that energy. What I fear most is those that I leave behind, and the sadness that others have to deal with after my passing. It's not a selfish energy. I don't care if I live forever. I don't want to live forever. But I don't want to. The thought of causing that sadness and that grief, as people lose their loved ones, and I don't know how my husband will ever handle. I know he's going to outlive me by many years, but and there's 8 years between us, so the longevity of my life is equal to about the longevity of his. He's 8 years older, and people in his family live into their late 90s, so I figure we'll probably cross over about the same time or shortly thereafter around each other. But checking my blood sugars, because when I read, I tend to drop, especially when I've been in a lot of spirit energies. So for Aspie, I take it you might be a little bit of a science nut too there, Aspie. The guides are saying, embrace the veil while it's thin. There's so much more to learn. So stay connected with your guides. They do have a lot of messaging coming for you. Don't be surprised if you don't get a lot of downloading during this period of time. More awakening your abilities. Your abilities are going to be strengthening, so be aware of that. Embrace it as it comes. You'll start noticing that. You're also going to be feeling a lot of the time shift differences. I feel like you move in time like I do. Time stops and starts for you. It speeds up, it slows down. And you can shift in that time realm. You can be here one moment. You can actually shift back into the past. You can shift forward into the future. You work at all levels of time. You're working in those dimensional time fields. You have that ability to do that, and you're aware of it. Embrace that. Your guides are telling me that leads to greater understanding of the universe. That's part of your ascension work, is to feel that timeline shift, and to embrace that, the ability to connect with that when you're reading for others, and when you're when you're connecting in spirit, you can look at your past to draw for the current and the future and how things are going. You can also look forward in the future, and you have the ability to predict, perceive what's coming next in that energy. Trust what you see. Very, very clairvoyant, very strong, clairaudient, claircognitive. Oh, you're very strong. You're a strong medium. Go with the flow. You know, it's a constant awakening, constant learning, and the bell's very, very thin right now. So embrace that and explore any energies that you're wanting to work in, that you recognize in other mediums and other people and other spiritualists around you. You do have the ability to awaken any aspect of your abilities you want to. Um, all you need to do is ask your guides for guidance and to opening those energies up for you, and they will do that. As you well know, as you work in those energies, they will not allow you to work into an energy that you're not ready for. But as soon as you're ready to embrace that, they do open those doors up for you. So do embrace in any new aspects of your abilities you want to open and awaken. And this is a great time to work in that energy field, because the bell is so thin, you're very connected. Very, very connected with spirit. Your guys are telling me. And you have so much to offer, and so much love and energy to offer towards other people. Stay in that beautiful light energy and work in your truth. I love your guides. They're like, very beautiful energy. You work under. You're working under the Archangel Michael. You work in that power, strength. You're a fighter. You're in that universal fight, that universal strength, and you follow that strength everywhere you go. Also, you have Gabriel at your side in bringing you wisdom. Those are the two main archangels that are around you. Your main guide works directly under the strength of Michael in that fighting energy, and Gabriel is constantly around you, giving you that wisdom, that knowledge, that strength. You can communicate with both of them as well. They want you to know that. Just call upon them. They're always there for you. Gabriel will always gladly bring you any wisdom that you need. If you're in question of something, just ask for that wisdom, that strength, that knowledge, and he will bring that forth. He's the one that brings forward that cognitive ability that you have, that all-knowing, that you're very awake to, he says. Very awake to your cognitive abilities. Lessons for you. I'm going to pull some cards for you. See what's in the cards for you. Amazing guides there. I know that was going to come up. Well, Spirit's telling me that you are not hung up. You always see everything from a high perspective. You're always looking at oh, you're like me. You always want to know how things work. What came from the past and affects the now, and how that will bring the energy towards the future. That's that time shifting energy, that collective energy. Some people work on the here and now, and you're like me. You work in that shift of energy, that cause and effect. That how it affects people on a sociological basis. You don't look at just the individual, but you look at how things change society. You're looking at the big picture. You see the big picture, and you can see the world in perspective of that. And that's part of your ability to shift from the time to time and shift into the different dimensions of time. You see what happened in the past, how it affects the current, and how it will move somebody towards the future. That gives it a great strength in your abilities, and it's quite a great gift. Embrace that as a gift, because not everybody's given that gift to see from all levels of time. Some people move easier from dimension to dimension. You're working a very, very high vibration. You're at level 4 high vibration. You're moving to the 5th dimension. Ask your guides where you are in your vibrational level. You may be ready to ascend off the earth and working in more of a guided area. If you want to know that, connect with your guides and communicate that. But they will show you where your ascension growth is and help you recognize what your ascension working abilities are and how you're supposed to be utilizing them, moving into the future and into your next lifetime. Next lifetime doesn't necessarily mean a reincarnation onto the earth. You may choose a spiritual plane and others in that spiritual plane. I'm hearing yes, you may be moving forward into that plane next. You're here to be a teacher to others to help guide them in this time experience. And be aware of that. You're very capable of reading other people's energy and where their energy is taking them, where they're moving forward in their gifts, and you can help us in their energy and work with them to help them grow in that energy work. You do have that Knight of Pentacles. That is that slow moving knight, that slow and steady knight, that knight, the Pentacles. They're telling me this is all the spirit following you, constantly following you. It's not money, it's spirit. Those are orbs. They're telling me that's all the orbs around you. You always have orbs around you. That spirit in all the chakra colors are always keeping you open and informed, and energy follows you and guides you at all times. That's funny. I'd never read that card that way before. And of course, you have abundance with that the Pentacles too, and also financial stability on a steady road. You are that King of Cups. You are in the higher spiritual realm. You are a nurturer. You're very intuitively balanced, very focused. You live in that higher realm of energy. You have that abundance around you, the ability to spirit, that ability to work within that power, that energy, that strength. And you have a king's level of masterfulness in that energy. The Ace of Wands, there you are with that light on your forehead, your third eye open, your crown chakra open to that energy, the light, that fire, that connection with spirit. Stay connected. It's beautiful energy. God, it's very strong. I'm feeling you very, very strong in your talent. Embrace it, develop it, keep growing in that. And the Three of Cups, they celebrate you. They celebrate your strength, your ability to learn that knowledge, being the openness and connected with the stars, connected with spirit. It said blessings to you. They're always with you. And spread that love and energy through the universe. You know what to do with it. You know how to guide others. You know how to teach others in that energy. So blessings to you, Aspie. Wow, what an interesting reading. I love your guides. You and I are going to have to connect. I feel like you have just very, very positive energy. "9 a.m. I'm in Pacific time. I live in California, Central California, between Bakersfield and Fresno. And so I am in Pacific time, and I hope my screen's not frozen right now. It is recording on my side, so hopefully that will come through. My system keeps on freezing up. So anyways, I'm going to say goodbye for today. Blessings to you all. I will be back on Thursday at 9 a.m. I'm going to go ahead and set the pre-launch for that show, probably Wednesday. So I will be here at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. I have Carrie G and Anu on my list for priority readings. There are two new people that came into the room. I will do readings if you come in on Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. If you will hit the thumbs up on your way out, help support the channel, help support the algorithms. I really do appreciate it. Blessings to you all, and I will see you on Thursday.